Welcome to Business Education and Research channel. This video presents the Silicon Anode Batteries, a new technological development that may change how energy is stored and used for electric cars and other devices. Silicon Anode Batteries. What are silicon anode batteries? Silicon anode batteries are a revolutionary shift in the world of batteries. Instead of using traditional graphite, these batteries use silicon, which replaces graphite's energetic capacity with an element that possesses energy storage capability 10 times higher. Achieving this goal could provide a paradigm shift for pumping energy units ranging from smartphones to electric vehicles, as their energy sources could massively increase. Why it matters? Higher energy density also means that devices are able to run longer on a single charge or a single battery, as well as able to charge in a relatively shorter duration of time. For consumers and industries, that is smaller and lighter batteries that are more powerful and efficient with energy, which solves issues related to modern technology and renewable energy systems. Importance of developments. The development of this innovation traces back to University of Eastern Finland, where scientists are also working on sustainable production technology through silicon extraction from battery husk ash. This technique improves battery performance and simultaneously achieves ecologically sustainable manufacturing. For example, consider the prototype of an electric vehicle presented at some technology exhibition, which has remarkable driving range and rapid charging features made possible by the increased capacity and efficiency of silicon-based batteries. The basics of lithium-ion batteries. Lithium-ion batteries are found in a wide variety of portable devices, from phones to laptops and most recently even electric cars. These batteries are the most common for solar energy storage due to the ease with which lithium ions move in and out to be stored and used. Role of the anode. An anode is also an electrode in the battery which receives the electric current from the external circuit and is associated with acceleration. In these batteries, the anode is the most important component since it stores and provides lithium ions during the charge and dischargeable process. Graphite constraints. Despite being dependable and stable, graphite is limited in energy capacity. Modern devices need longer battery life and shorter charging times, which makes the drawbacks of graphite a significant bottleneck and gives rise to innovations like silicon-based anodes. For example, consider the case of smartphone that works perfectly fine on a day-to-day basis, but it is limited by the battery. Increasing the higher capacity and anode material could lead to battery that last all the day instead of one that constantly needs to be charged. Let us have a deeper look at silicon and graphite. Comparison of energy capacities. The theoretical energy capacity of silicon is around 10 times that of graphite. This implies that a silicon's battery has the ability in theory to store much more energy in a restricted physical volume, which would greatly enhance the benefits of devices and vehicles. Comparison structural stability issues and expansion issues. From a practical perspective, graphite has a low energy in comparison to silicon, which expands significantly by 300% when silicon is charged. This expansion induces mechanical stress that can potentially damage the battery over time. While silicon has a higher capacity, it comes with greater expansion challenges. Device performance effect. Balancing the high energy density of silicon with the need of durability can lead in overcoming the challenges associated with device performance benefits and construction. This would ultimately aid consumer electronics and electric vehicles. For example, in controlled lab conditions, graphite batteries were outmatched by the energy storing capabilities of silicon anode batteries, but innovative engineering was necessary in order to manage the damages inflicted by the excess expansion. Problems in using silicon anodes. Problems with volumetric expansion. Silicon undergoes a blistering expansion up to 300% during the charging phase. The resultant stress due to this dimension change significantly affects the internal strain causing mechanical failure of the parts of the battery. Mechanical battery degradation. As a result of continuous volumetric changes, silicon can crack and damage over time. Such mechanical battery degradation causes electrical discontinuity within the battery, which then rapidly decreases the performance and cycle life of the battery system. Consequences for the battery cycle life. Without control, these ingrate changes guarantee failure of silicon anodes. Overcoming these problems is crucial to providing dependability to silicon batteries after numerous charge-discharge cycles are completed in them. For example, in the initial test, the unmodified silicon anodes began to crack after few cycles, showcasing the necessary to invent a mechanism for reduction of the expansion and to increase the cycle life of the battery. Novel hybrid strategy. Mesoporous silicon. Description of mesoporous silicon. In traditional and modern research, a particular of silicon has been sculpted into microparticles that have formed a web-like structure of homogeneously distributed pores. This particular mesoporous form allows for better volumetric change of accommodation, creating an internal volume to reduce such challenges. Changes in volume buffering. The built-in buffer system comprises the pores of mesoporous silicon. They aid in distributing and absorbing the mechanical stress that is produced during the charging process, which helps in reducing the chances of cracking and degradation of silicon, increasing the durability of anodes. The overall durability and cycle life of the battery is enhanced because the mesoporous structure silences the other expansion problems. That step improvement is fundamental for the future implementation of high-capacity silicon anode in industry. For example, the prototype battery cells with mesoporous silicon components showed a reasonable performance over long periods of testing, suggesting that the internal buffer mesoporous structure effectively neutralized the harmful effects of expansion. Advancing the use of carbon nanotubes. What are CNTs? It contains a wide range of unique features. Carbon nanotubes are cylindrical arrangements of carbon atoms that possess a great strength and amazing electrical conductivity. Their extraordinary characteristics makes them well suited for incorporations into batteries. Electrical conductivity improvement. The incorporation of CNTs with silicon anodes facilitates the flow of electricity, making the passage for electrons more accessible, thus reducing internal resistance. This in turn provides an increased rate of turn on and off cycle while increasing the performance of the battery. Mechanical reinforcement. CNTs also act as scaffolding that holds the silicon particles together. This mechanical strength provides the anode with structural robustness in terms of the expansion and contraction cycles of the silicon during operation. For example, it was demonstrated in the laboratory that batteries with CNTs not only had smaller resistance but also markedly less mechanical degradation, which has rationale for using CNTs for performance retention over time. Sustainable silicon sourcing. What is sustainable sourcing? In this technology, a major innovation is the sustainable sourcing of silicon. Instead of traditional mining, silicon is separated from the ash of barley husk, which is an agriculture industry waste. Environmental benefits. This technique is significantly more environmentally friendly than traditional methods of silicon extraction. It fosters the circular economy by utilizing agricultural waste and reduces ecological harm. Economic and resource advantages. Adopting these ash byproducts not only improves environmental sustainability but is also cost effective due to the material's large supply. This waste can serve as readily scalable source of high quantity of silicon, resulting in cheaper production cost. For example, a pilot project that aimed to reduce environmental impacts and cost of production proved that converting barley husk ash to silicon attained those goals, demonstrating that sustainable sourcing could replace traditional mining methods. Battery performance. Achieving higher energy density. The high capacity of silicon allows for batteries to store larger amounts of energy within a smaller space. Consequently, devices can be made smaller and lighter while using less energy. Life cycle battery cycle improvement. The lifetime of the battery can be vastly improved with the new designs like mesoporous silicon and CNT reinforcement. Better cycle life results in a fewer replacements and more reliable ability over a period of time. Charge time reduction. Enhanced stability and conductivity of these batteries enables a set of cycles to be carried out quicker without damage to the battery. Quicker charging is very important both for consumer electronics and electric vehicles. For example, batteries with this hybrid silicon with silicon anode have shown real life rapid charging and prolonged energy retention, qualifying its use in high demanding electronics like smartphones and electric vehicles. Trends in the market and use in automotives. Current research development status. While the silicon anode battery technologically has high prospects, the technology is still in the research and development stage. Efforts are being made towards optimizing production processes and fulfilling other untackled technical problems. Interest from electric car manufacturers. The electric car manufacturers have started investing in research on silicon based batteries to improve the existing performance of the electric cars. Even, even though full scale usage for commercial is not underway, the interest due to high potential energy dense applications is remarkable. Commercial adoption challenges. Some of the major challenges include volume of production and repeatability of results in large quantities. However, the research efforts and partnerships being formed between industry and academia lend hope towards integration. For example, companies like Tesla and Toyota are working on proof of concept vehicles for electric cars that use new battery technologies which include silicon anodes. This could mean that future EVs would be able to drive further on a single charge while charging faster. Current research development efforts. Material science is constantly improving, which will make the use of silicon anode more practical. New batteries that exceed existing performance capabilities are coming that will enable so many advancements in other fields. Expected change in the market. The adoption of silicon anodes would completely change the battery market for the better. In the case of consumer electronics, electric vehicles, and renewable energy storage, benefits include increased operation duration, improved energy density, and less environmental impact. Preparing for a sustainable vision. The advancement in technology is an addition to changing battery technology, but also serve as a contribution to the world of sustainable development. A future with these batteries means a cleaner and efficient world. For example, now imagine a future where electric cars can go longer distances on a single charge and gadgets can run longer on light batteries. All this can be done with minimal harm to Mother Nature. Research on silicon anodes for a better batteries is making the vision of eco-friendly and low-cost energy storage possible.